Hey everyone, and welcome. So let's talk about all those platforms we use every single day. For shopping, streaming, ordering food. We always hear that in this world there can only be one winner. But is that really how it works? Yeah, you've definitely heard this before, right? This whole winner-takes-all idea. It's the common belief that in the platform economy, one company just steamrolls everyone else and takes the whole market. And, on the surface, it kind of makes sense. The bigger a platform gets, the more useful it becomes, which just pulls in more people, and boom, you've got one winner.
But wait a second. Let's be real here. Just take a look at your own phone right now. Do you really have just one app for ordering food or only one streaming service? I'm guessing for most of you, the answer is a big nope. Our phones are literally packed with competing apps that we jump between all the time. So, what's the real story?
All right, the secret to cracking this whole puzzle comes down to one simple but really powerful idea. It's the key that shows us why winner takes all just isn't the full picture, and that idea is called multi-homing. Multi-homing. It's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It means that you, the user, have a home on more than one competing platform at the same time. Think about it. You might have both Uber and Lyft on your phone, or you might check prices on Amazon and eBay before you buy something. It's this super common behavior that completely changes the game. Okay, to make this totally clear, let's dive into a classic example, video games. Why on earth would a serious gamer spend all that cash to own a PlayStation and an Xbox and a Nintendo Switch? I mean, it seems a little crazy, right? But trust me, there's a very specific strategic reason for it.
And here it is, the big reason: exclusive content. It's that simple. If you're dying to play the newest Mario game, well, you've got no choice. You need a Nintendo. Want to be Spider-Man for a day? That's a PlayStation exclusive. These companies are masters at using these exclusive games to pretty much force you to multi-home if you want to play everything.
And look, this isn't just about gaming. This happens everywhere. Take something we all use, something pretty serious, banking. Check out this data from 2019. A whopping 56% of people use 2 or more banking apps. That's more than half of us. All of a sudden, that winner-takes-all idea is starting to look pretty shaky, isn't it?
Okay, so if we know that multi-homing lets all these different platforms live side by side, that brings us to the next logical question, right? How are they all making money? I mean, how do they survive, let alone thrive in such a crowded space? Let's get into their business strategies.
Well, it turns out there's no single magic formula. Most successful platforms rely on one of 4 main ways to make money. So let's break them down.
First up, we have commission fees. Now, the trick to understanding this one is to think of 2 groups: the subsidy side and the money side. The platform basically gives a really sweet deal or even a free ride to one group to get a ton of them on board. Once you have that huge crowd, another group, the money side, is more than willing to pay a fee to get access to them. A perfect example? Credit cards. We, the card users, are the subsidy side. We get points, convenience. The merchants, they're the money side, paying those transaction fees to get our business. It's a brilliant, delicate balancing act.
The good thing about this model? Well, you get paid every time something happens. Pretty straightforward. But here's the massive risk. If your fees get too high, you can spook the money side and they'll bolt. This is exactly what happened to eBay in some parts of Asia. New competitors popped up with way lower fees, and sellers just bailed. Just like that, eBay's huge advantage was gone.
All right, next up is a model we all know inside and out: advertising. This is the fuel for giants like Google and Facebook. With this model, the service itself isn't really the product. You are, or more specifically, your attention is. It's a pure competition for eyeballs. The massive pro here is obvious. Free is the best marketing tool ever invented. You can attract millions, even billions of users super fast. But there's a huge catch. Once you've conditioned people to expect something for free, trying to put up a paywall later is, well, it's basically impossible. Your users will just vanish overnight. Okay, our third model is the membership fee. Now, this isn't for your casual, everyday app. This is all about paying for exclusive access to a high-quality, sometimes even high-stakes network. We're talking about things like professional matchmaking sites or those business-to-business marketplaces where big deals get done. What's great about this is that the fee itself acts like a bouncer at a club. It keeps out the people who aren't serious, which creates a really high-quality group of users. The downside? That big price tag is a huge barrier, which means you're probably never going to have a billion users. It's a clear choice: quality over quantity.
And that leads us to our final model, one that has absolutely taken over the world: Subscriptions. You know the big names: Netflix, Amazon Prime, Spotify. Here, the deal is you're not paying for one thing. You're paying for a constant, never-ending stream of value.
Subscriptions are genius for business. They create super loyal, sticky customers and give the company a nice, predictable monthly income. But man, the pressure is insane. It's like being on a content treadmill. You have to constantly pump out new stuff, new shows, new features to prove you're worth that monthly fee, especially now that we're all feeling a little bit of that subscription fatigue.
Okay, so let's pause for a second. We've got multi-homing over here, and these 4 different ways to make money over there. But the key thing to realize is that these are not 2 separate topics. The real aha moment comes when you see how they're deeply connected.
And the connection is incredibly direct. The way a platform decides to make money actually shapes how we, the users, behave. Think about it. Free, ad-supported apps. They make it totally painless for us to have 5 different social media apps on our phone. Subscription services with exclusive shows, they're not trying to get you to cancel your other services, they're trying to get you to add their service on top. And if you're a seller on a site that takes a commission, of course you're going to list your stuff on multiple sites. You have to reach the most customers.
So let's wrap this all up. We started with that winner-takes-all idea, and we've kind of poked a lot of holes in it. So if it's not just one big knockout winner, then who does win? How does this all play out?
Here's the most important takeaway of all. The outcome is not set in stone. There is no guarantee of one winner. That whole winner-takes-all thing, it's just one possible outcome, not some unbreakable law of the universe. The truth is way, way more interesting and complicated than that.
What actually happens is more like a dance between 2 big forces. On one side, you have us, the users, and our decisions, our willingness to multi-home. On the other side, you have the platform's strategy, the choices they make about how to make money and what they offer, all designed to either lock us in or to live with the fact that we're going to use their rivals too.
And that's the key right there. This isn't some single epic battle that has one winner. It is a constant, never-ending dance. Platforms make a move with their strategy, and we respond with our clicks and our credit cards. That back and forth, that's what the digital economy is all about.
But that leaves us with a really fascinating question to chew on. Think about the future. As AI gets smarter and starts making recommendations for us, picking the one best movie, the one cheapest ride, is that going to finally create the winner-takes-all world everyone's been talking about? Or will AI actually make it even easier for us to discover and use more competing platforms than ever before? Something to think about.